most every state in the Union has some measure of heavy metal contamination.
And because fish tend to be near the top of the food chain, they do what's called bio-accumulate. So the big ones eat little ones, and those bigger ones get eaten by bigger ones. So the bigger the fish, and the older the fish.
What we tend to see is we start to see higher levels of these things as we go along.
Sturgeon are very long-lived fish. This last year, in February, when they had the spearfishing season, they speared a fish that they estimated to be over 100 years old. So as a result, there's a long-term history in these fish. So by monitoring the fish in those lakes, we can get an overview of any potential hazards that may be there from a long-term historical perspective by what's held on in the fish. We use the sturgeon as sort of like the canary in the coal mine.
What tissues do you guys want?
I want to get the liver, and I want to get a little slice of this belly tissue, and a scoot. We can find out if the levels of sturgeon, of these heavy metals, and some of the other things we're looking for become elevated. That may be telling us that we may not be doing as correct a job or as complete a job as we hope we're doing to keep some of these contaminants out of those systems. After we get the samples back from the field, and then we'll pull all the water off them, get a dry weight, we put them into another apparatus called a microwave digester, which is like a microwave on steroids. And we leave them in that for an hour or so, and then we pull them out of there, and then the tissue's completely gone. There's nothing left of the tissue, everything's in solution. And then we'll put them into our inductively coupled plasma machine. So we can sample for a whole suite of elements at the same time.
That's what I'm doing now. You know, we've only done this for 2 years now.
But it's a good way to monitor the population to find out what the health is of the overall system. It's one tiny piece of the puzzle for that.
And because the Great Lakes are in our backyard, there's a very crucial need and a very large interest to find out and maintain the health of our rivers and streams and lakes.